Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a world full of distractions. Every day we face numerous temptations to divert our attention, to look away from our true path. But the secret to success, the real key to unlocking our potential, lies in one simple yet profound idea. Focus on yourself and work hard. The first step in focusing on yourself is self-discipline. Self-discipline is often considered the cornerstone of personal and professional success. It is the ability to control one's emotions, behaviors, and actions in the face of temptations and distractions, ensuring that long-term goals are achieved over short-term desires. It's not just about following rules or maintaining order. It's about taking charge of your own life and steering it in the direction you want it to go. Gay. In a world full of distractions where instant gratification is just a click away, self-discipline becomes a fundamental quality for achieving anything of real value. At its core, self-discipline is about making conscious choices. It's about deciding to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. This might mean waking up early to work on a project before the world starts demanding your attention, or saying no to a social gathering, because you need to focus on your personal growth or career goals. It requires the ability to delay gratification in favor of something greater in the future. People with strong self-discipline don't let their impulses dictate their actions. Instead, they prioritize their long-term vision. In the pursuit of success, there will always be obstacles, distractions, and challenges. It's easy to get sidetracked, especially when things don't go as planned, or when the results are not immediately apparent. In these moments, self-discipline is the driving force that keeps individuals on track. It allows them to push through the discomfort, stay focused on their tasks, and maintain a consistent work ethic even when motivation is low. Without self-discipline, it's far too easy to give up at the first sign of difficulty or to procrastinate and put things off until the last minute. One of the most significant aspects of self-discipline is its role in shaping habits. Our habits define us. They are the sum of our daily actions, and they largely dictate the quality of our lives. The development of positive habits like exercising regularly, studying consistently, or managing time effectively requires an immense amount of self-discipline. These habits don't form overnight. They are built through consistent effort and the repeated exercise of self-control. And as these positive habits solidify, they begin to work in our favor, compounding over time and producing results that seem almost effortless, yet are the result of hard work. Moreover, self-discipline is deeply tied to emotional regulation. The ability to manage emotions, especially negative ones like frustration, anxiety, or impatience, is a crucial aspect of discipline. When we feel overwhelmed, it's easy to make rash decisions or give in to the urge to escape the pressure. But emotional control allows us to stay calm, to make rational decisions, and to continue working toward our goals despite setbacks. It teaches us to remain steady and composed, ensuring that we don't let temporary emotions derail our long-term success. And self-discipline also has a profound impact on personal growth. It requires the ability to make conscious decisions about how we spend our time, what we focus on, and what we prioritize. Without self-discipline, we can easily fall into a routine that is unproductive or even harmful to our development. When we develop the ability to be disciplined, we become more intentional with our actions, creating space for learning, growth, and improvement. Whether it's choosing to read and expand our knowledge or practicing a skill until it becomes second nature, self-discipline is the force that pushes us to evolve and reach our full potential. Clarity of purpose is one of the most powerful drivers of success. It is the clear, defined understanding of what you want to achieve in life and the unwavering focus on that goal. Without clarity, you might find yourself wandering aimlessly, caught in the noise of everyday distractions, unsure of where to go or why you're doing what you're doing. When you have a clear purpose, however, everything falls into place. Your efforts, energy, and decisions become aligned with that purpose, driving you forward even in the face of obstacles. At the heart of clarity of purpose is the idea of direction. A person without a clear purpose is like a ship without a rudder, drifting wherever the waves of circumstance take them. With purpose, you become the captain of your own journey, with the ability to navigate through challenges and uncertainties. This clarity doesn't just give you direction, it gives you motivation. When you know exactly what you're working toward, every task, no matter how small or mundane, takes on significance. The daily grind is no longer a series of random actions. It becomes a part of a larger, meaningful process that leads you toward your goals. Purpose also acts as a filter for decisions. In life, we are constantly faced with choices, some important, others less so. When you have clarity about your purpose, these choices become easier to make. If an opportunity or task aligns with your long-term goals, you pursue it with enthusiasm. If it distracts you from your main objective, you learn to say no. Clarity of purpose helps you to prioritize, to recognize what matters most, and to avoid being sidetracked by short-term distractions that don't contribute to your vision. A clear purpose brings focus, which is essential for sustained effort and productivity. The ability to focus on what matters, whether it's your career, personal growth, relationships, or health, becomes exponentially easier when you understand the underlying reasons for your actions. It eliminates the need for external motivation. Self provides all the drive you need. For example, someone who is clear about their ambition to become a successful entrepreneur will be motivated to work long hours, solve problems, and take risks because they see each challenge as an essential step toward fulfilling their purpose. Without this clarity, it's easy to lose energy and enthusiasm when faced with adversity. Moreover, clarity of purpose is crucial when faced with adversity. The road to success is rarely smooth. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. During these times, a clear purpose acts as a source of resilience. It provides a reminder of why you started in the first place, reinforcing your determination and helping you to persist through difficulties. So, when you're clear on your purpose, failure is seen as a temporary setback rather than an insurmountable obstacle. Each failure becomes a lesson, a step toward greater growth and eventual success. Having a clear purpose also means aligning your actions with your values. It's not just about achieving goals for the sake of accomplishment. It's about ensuring that the journey is one that resonates with your core beliefs and passions. Purpose that stems from personal values and passions is far more powerful than external pressures or societal expectations. When your purpose is deeply rooted in what you believe in, it generates an intrinsic motivation that is more sustainable than any external reward or recognition. Furthermore, clarity of purpose fosters a sense of fulfillment. When you're working towards something meaningful, you experience a deeper level of satisfaction, not just from reaching the destination, but from the process itself. The act of working toward your purpose brings a sense of accomplishment and growth, even if the ultimate goal is still far off. Each step taken toward your purpose is itself rewarding, adding to the richness and quality of your life. Persistence is one of the most powerful qualities that individuals can develop, especially when faced with challenges. It is the ability to keep moving forward even when the road is difficult, when the results are not immediate, and when everything seems to be working against you. The world is filled with obstacles, setbacks, and adversity, but persistence is what separates those who succeed from those who quit. It is not about achieving perfection or avoiding failure. It's about continuing despite failure, learning from it, and using it as a stepping stone toward eventual success. One of the key elements of persistence is resilience, the ability to bounce back after setback. Life is not a straight path, and achieving goals is rarely a linear process. It's common to encounter difficulties along the way, and sometimes it feels as though the universe is throwing challenge after challenge in your direction. However, resilient individuals don't see failure as the end. They view it as a temporary obstacle, a learning experience that can guide them toward better strategies. Each time they face a setback, they become more equipped to handle the next one. Persistence builds resilience, and resilience, in turn, strengthens your persistence. When challenges arise, it's natural to feel frustration, doubt, and discouragement. The temptation to give up can feel overwhelming, especially when things aren't progressing as expected. However, it is precisely in these moments of adversity that persistence proves its true value. The most successful individuals didn't achieve their goals because they were immune to challenges. They achieved them because they kept going when the odds seemed insurmountable. Whether it's working through countless rejections, enduring long periods of uncertainty, or putting in hours of effort without seeing immediate rewards, Persistence is what allows you to stay the course. Persistence also involves patience. Also, immediate success is rare, and in most cases, the rewards of hard work take time to materialize. Whether it's building a career, launching a business, or mastering a skill, the process requires sustained effort over an extended period. People who understand that success is a gradual process are more likely to persist in the face of delays or apparent failures. They know that time and consistent effort are their allies. This patience allows them to maintain motivation even when the fruits of their labor are not immediately visible. Another crucial aspect of persistence is the ability to adapt and learn from mistakes. When faced with challenges, it's important not only to continue working, but also to reassess, learn, and adjust your approach if necessary. Persistence is not about blindly repeating the same actions without reflection. It's about adjusting your methods based on the feedback you receive. If something isn't working, persistence means learning from those failures and making the necessary changes. It is about continuously refining your approach and being willing to adapt in order to overcome the challenges that arise. Those who persist are open-minded enough to shift their perspective, try new methods, and find better ways to solve problems. Furthermore, persistence often requires a sense of purpose. When you have a strong why, a clear understanding of why you are pursuing a particular goal, it becomes easier to keep pushing through tough times. That sense of purpose gives your actions meaning, turning even the most challenging moments into opportunities for growth. It reminds you that the discomfort you feel today is temporary, but the results you achieve tomorrow are worth the effort. And persistence is easier when you are connected to a greater cause or ambition, whether it's personal growth, contributing to a larger community, or achieving a long-term dream. It gives you a sense of direction and motivation that fuels your drive to keep going. Hopefully, persistence is a mindset. It is the understanding that the path to success is not always easy, but that it is always possible if you are willing to put in the effort and endure the tough times. Those who persist through challenges not only reach their goals, but often surpass them, uncovering new potential and capabilities along the way. It is the quiet determination to keep moving forward no matter what that leads to true success. Continuous learning and growth are essential components of long-term success and personal fulfillment. The world is constantly changing, and the ability to adapt, learn, and evolve is crucial for staying relevant and competitive. People who embrace continuous learning understand that knowledge and skills are never static, they are always evolving. This mindset not only opens the door to new opportunities, but also fosters a deeper sense of accomplishment. A personal and professional growth is a lifelong process. The first element of continuous learning is the recognition that learning does not stop once formal education ends. While schools and universities provide foundational knowledge, true growth happens when individuals take the initiative to pursue learning beyond the classroom. Whether it's acquiring new technical skills, understanding different perspectives, or exploring creative fields, continuous learning involves actively seeking out new information and experiences. It's about being curious and motivated by a desire to improve oneself, not because someone else is telling you to do so, but because you recognize its value for your own growth. Dedication to learning often means stepping outside of your comfort zone. It requires embracing the unknown, trying new things, and sometimes making mistakes along the way. Each experience, whether positive or negative, provides valuable lessons that contribute to personal development. People who are committed to learning understand that failure is not an endpoint, but an opportunity for growth. Mistakes offer feedback, giving you the chance to reassess your approach, refine your skills, and try again with a better understanding of what works and what doesn't. Learning also involves the ability to seek out feedback from others. In a world full of diverse opinions and expertise, there is always room to learn from those around you. Constructive feedback is a powerful tool for improvement, offering insights into areas where you might not see your own limitations. Whether it comes from colleagues, mentors, or even friends, feedback can help identify and provide a fresh perspective that leads to growth. By being open to feedback, individuals are able to make adjustments to their approach, improving their effectiveness and performance in the process. Continuous learning also promotes adaptability. which is an essential skill in today's fast-paced world. As technology advances and industries evolve, individuals must be willing to learn new tools, systems, and strategies in order to stay ahead. Those who resist change may find themselves left behind, while those who actively seek to adapt and learn will find new opportunities and stay relevant in their fields. This adaptability is not limited to technical skills. It also applies to emotional intelligence, communication, and leadership abilities. Learning how to manage stress, improve relationships, and navigate complex social dynamics are all part of personal growth and development. Furthermore, continuous growth often leads to a greater sense of self-awareness. By learning about new subjects, exploring different viewpoints, and challenging your own beliefs, you expand your understanding of who you are and what you want to achieve. This self-awareness is a powerful tool for decision-making and goal-setting. When you have a clear sense of your strengths, weaknesses, values, and passions, it becomes easier to chart a course for your future, or journey. The more you learn about yourself, the more aligned your actions become with your true desires, making the pursuit of your goals more meaningful. Additionally, embracing continuous learning helps to build resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and the ability to adapt, grow, and learn from adversity is essential for overcoming challenges. When faced with difficulties, individuals who are committed to growth approach problems with an open mind, looking for solutions rather than focusing on the obstacles. This ability to persevere and adapt, rather than being overwhelmed by setbacks, is a defining trait of those who continuously grow. The power of positive thinking is a transformative force that shapes not only how we approach challenges, but also how we experience life itself. It is the practice of focusing on constructive and optimistic thoughts, which over time can lead to better outcomes, greater resilience, and a higher sense of well-being. While it may seem like a simple concept, the effects of positive thinking are profound, influencing not only mental and emotional health, but also physical health and success in various areas of life. At its core, positive thinking involves maintaining an optimistic outlook, even in difficult circumstances. It's about choosing to focus on possibilities rather than limitations, on opportunities rather than obstacles. Positive thinkers are not immune to negative experiences or setbacks, but they approach these challenges with a mindset that looks for solutions rather than dwelling on problems. This shift in perspective is powerful, as it empowers individuals to act rather than feel paralyzed by fear, doubt, or uncertainty. One of the key elements of positive thinking is the ability to reframe negative situations. When faced with adversity, it's easy to fall into a cycle of negative self-talk and defeatist thinking. However, positive thinking encourages individuals to reframe these situations in a way that promotes growth. For example, instead of viewing a failure as a personal flaw or a sign of incompetence, a positive thinker might see it as a valuable learning experience, a stepping stone toward eventual success. This mental reframing helps reduce stress and anxiety, while also fostering a sense of control and empowerment. Furthermore, positive thinking plays a significant role in boosting self-esteem and confidence. When we maintain a positive mindset, we are more likely to believe in our own abilities, even when faced with challenges. This self-belief is crucial for taking risks and pursuing goals. People who think positively tend to set higher expectations for themselves because they have faith in their capacity to succeed. They are more likely to take on new challenges, step outside their comfort zones, and persist through difficult situations. In contrast, negative thinking can limit potential by fostering self-doubt and fear of failure, which can prevent individuals from taking the necessary steps toward success. Positive thinking also impacts physical health. Studies have shown that individuals who maintain an optimistic outlook are more likely to experience better overall health, live longer, and recover more quickly from illnesses or surgeries. This connection between the mind and body is a reflection of the powerful influence of our thoughts on our physical state. A positive mindset can help lower stress levels, reduce the risk of chronic diseases, and improve sleep quality. It also promotes healthy behaviors, as positive thinkers are more likely to engage in activities that promote well-being, such as regular exercise, healthy eating, and self-care. The benefits of positive thinking extend beyond the individual. They also affect interpersonal relationships. A person who maintains a positive outlook is generally more approachable, empathetic, and supportive. Positive thinking can improve communication and foster stronger, more meaningful connections with others. When we approach relationships with a mindset of optimism, we are more likely to see the good in others, offer encouragement, and provide emotional support. This not only strengthens our bonds, but also creates a positive environment in which everyone can thrive. Moreover, the power of positive thinking is closely tied to resilience. Life is full of challenges, but individuals with a positive mindset are better equipped to handle adversity. They approach setbacks with the belief that they can overcome them and that obstacles are temporary. This resilience allows them to persevere, bounce back from failures, and keep moving forward even when times are tough. Positive thinking helps individuals to stay focused on their goals and maintain hope, even in the face of uncertainty. In addition to personal growth, positive thinking can also influence success in professional endeavors. People who think positively are more likely to be proactive, persistent, and solution-oriented in the workplace. They tend to approach tasks with enthusiasm even when facing difficulties, and are more likely to inspire and motivate those around them. A positive mindset fosters creativity and innovation, as individuals are more open to new ideas and solutions. By maintaining a positive attitude, individuals can navigate the complexities of their careers with greater ease and achieve higher levels of success. Accountability and responsibility are two of the most important qualities that drive personal, professional growth. They are the foundations of success, not just in achieving goals, but in building trust, fostering relationships, and ensuring that progress is consistent and meaningful. These principles are about taking ownership of your actions, decisions, and outcomes, and understanding that you are the primary driver of your own life and success. Without accountability and responsibility, it is easy to become passive or blame external factors for setbacks. But when you take full responsibility for your life, you open the door to limitless possibilities. Accountability is the recognition that your actions have consequences. It means being answerable for what you do, whether you succeed or fail, and being transparent about the results of your efforts. In a professional setting, accountability is crucial because it helps build trust between colleagues, managers, and clients. When you are accountable, you hold yourself to a high standard of performance and make sure that you follow through on commitments. This ensures that tasks are completed on time, that others can rely on you, and that your work contributes positively to the larger goals of the team or organization. In personal life, accountability plays a similar role. When you hold yourself accountable for your goals, whether related to fitness, personal development, or relationships, it empowers you to take the necessary actions to achieve them. It eliminates excuses and forces you to confront the reality of your situation. For instance, if you are working on improving your health and fitness, being accountable means not only tracking your progress, but also staying true to the commitments you've made, even when motivation fades. It's about taking ownership of the steps you need to take, regardless of how difficult or inconvenient they may seem at the time. Responsibility, on the other hand, goes hand in hand with accountability, but extends beyond simply being answerable for your actions. Responsibility is about understanding that your decisions and behavior have an impact on those around you. It involves recognizing the broader consequences of your choices and acting in a way that contributes to the greater good. In both personal and professional context, responsibility means fulfilling your obligations and duties in a timely and effective manner. And when you take responsibility for your life, you stop blaming external factors or circumstances for your situation. It's easy to look at challenges and point fingers at your boss, the economy, or even your upbringing. However, taking responsibility means recognizing that while you cannot always control what happens to you, you do control how you respond. It's about making the conscious decision to not let setbacks or difficulties define you. Instead, you choose to focus on what you can control, your attitude, your effort, and your ability to learn from every experience. Both accountability and responsibility are critical to building strong, trusting relationships. In any relationship, whether personal, professional, or familial, trust is the bedrock. Accountability fosters trust because when others know they can rely on you to follow through on your commitments, they feel secure in the relationship. Likewise, responsibility nurtures trust by showing that you are aware of the impact your actions have on others and that you take care to respect and support them. In a work environment, for example, when a person is accountable and responsible, they contribute to a positive atmosphere of collaboration, mutual respect, and progress. When accountability and responsibility are absent, however, resentment and disillusionment can quickly take root, leading to ineffective teams and a breakdown in communication. Moreover, taking ownership of your actions and decisions gives you a sense of control and empowerment. It makes you realize that you are not a passive participant in your own life. Instead, you are the active creator of your circumstances, which fosters a sense of pride and accomplishment. This sense of agency is crucial for long-term success. Without accountability, it is easy to fall into patterns of procrastination, blame, and frustration. But with responsibility, you approach life with the understanding that your efforts, no matter how small or large, are what drive your success and growth. In conclusion, embracing the principles of focus, self-discipline, positive thinking, persistence, continuous learning, accountability, and responsibility is essential for personal and professional growth. These qualities not only help us achieve our goals, but also shape the way we navigate challenges, foster relationships, and build resilience. By committing to these principles, we gain the power to transform our lives, overcome obstacles, and create meaningful success. It's through the consistent application of these values that we unlock our true potential and shape a future that is aligned with our ambitions and purpose.